Oh, Phoenix body! Oh my god. Oh! Hey guys, it's me Luke, and welcome to my Saradomin EoC God Wars guide. To get to the Saradomin encampment using this guide, you will need 70 agility, completion of the love story quest, Death Plateau, and to have reached the stage where you've killed Dad in the Troll Stronghold quest. In terms of stats for this guide, you will need 94 mage, 70 defense, and 92 prayer. Okay guys, so this is the high level setup. So as my aura I've got penance, and my cape I've got god cape. I am using the Saradomin one, which I would recommend for Saradomin, because obviously it counts as your Saradomin item. Though obviously if you're using this setup, the Virtus pieces will make every single monster unaggressive to you in the dungeon. Then I've got the Saradomin's Hiss, which can be swapped out for an Arcane Stream Necklace. Staff of Light, which can be swapped out for a Chaotic Staff. The Seer's Ring, which can be swapped for a Seer's Ring Eye. And then also I've got every single Virtus piece. Now, I would say if you're going with the high level setup of Virtus, you do want the gloves and boots as well. Though they do add a bit more to the price, because they are quite pricey. At the moment they're around 30 mil both of them. You do need it, however, because it gives you the extra damage bonus, which without it really isn't worth it. For the medium level setup, I would recommend using a Ganodermic armor, again with a god cape as it is completely free. Downgrades to the Amulet of Fury, stick Staff of Light, Chaotic Staff, whatever you have. Also Ganodermic gloves, so I would say stick with the Archer's Ring because it's not too much more money. And then Ganodermic boots, and then the rest of the Ganodermic set. This has just below the damage output because obviously you're lacking the damage bonus from the Virtus pieces, and also the defense is a lot lower. So this setup is a lot cheaper, however. So if you haven't got as much money, then this is a setup you want to be using. Now for the low level setup, I've again got the God Cape and Penance, but I've swapped the Fury now to a Amulet of Glory. Same with the stick with the Staff of Light. You don't really want to be using anything else. The Ganodermic gloves and boots, the same as the medium level setup, because these are very, very cheap. They're under 50k each, so you shouldn't have a problem affording these. And then I've swapped the Ganodermic for an Arim set, which is obviously cheaper. And ring, I've got using a beacon ring because it gives a 1.5% magic crit, which if you really can't afford a Seer's ring or any other magic ring, then you want to be using this one because it does give quite a good magic crit. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the inventory. Now this is obviously for a long trip, so I've got 8 hours of overloads, 8 hours of prayer renewals, 4 tortoise pouches in my inventory, 5 super restores, and then 20,000 water runes and 8,000 blood runes, and 2 Trollheim tabs. You want 1 Trollheim tab to teleport to actual Trollheim, and then once you get there, you need to modify it back to a house tab for when you want to teleport back after you finish the trip. Inside the tours, we have another basically just 4 restores, and then War Tortoise pouch, Rot Towel, 4 restores, War Tortoise pouch, Rot Towel, etc. You won't actually need food. I've only had to eat once in all the times I've done Sarah to gather information for this guide, so you should be fine. But it's always nice just to be on the safe side. So you don't want to go there and die or anything. That would just be really unfortunate. Remember, you can always bonfire before going in. And before going to God Wars, though it only does last for an hour. If you are going for a long trip, then there's not much point really doing that. Also, if you have a unicorn, a healing familiar, or a yak, obviously bring that. Yak is actually incredibly helpful because you can bank stuff if you're short on inventory space. If you go with this sort of setup, you won't be able to pick up stuff like runekite shields and stuff. You only be able to get drops, or you have to obviously sacrifice super restores and stuff. You have to drop them just so you can pick up other bits and bobs, but that's obviously completely up to you. Also, I forgot to say in the last clip that you do need to be on the ancient spellbook. But anyway, now I'm just going to commentate over this clip of how to get to God Wars. So basically you just break your tab, and you come to the top of Trollheim here, and then you want to go down. Basically, you can either stick to the left or the right. It's basically the same distance. I haven't really tested it, always faster, but there's barely any difference. But anyway, you want to keep climbing down the obstacles until you get to the bottom, and there'll be a narrow passage almost between like 2 kind of walls of rocks here, as you'll see me, and you jump over this ledge, and then you go all the way around past the trolls who throw 2 rocks at you, and then you have a squeeze past or lift the boulder, and then you go down into the God Wars encampment. And then to get to Saradomin, you just run straight south once you're down there, and climb down the rocks. For kill count, you want to be killing the Knights of Saradomin, because they have the lowest hit points and they're also weak to water spells. But make sure to set your auto cast not to barrage, but to the I think it's blitz, which is the single way combat. Otherwise, you'll get all the mages and rangers on you, which obviously you don't want. So yeah, just keep attacking these. I recommend using momentum. So just use your abilities, get up to momentum, and then just use momentum. It's pretty sure it's faster, and you basically 3-4 hit these, so not a problem. And Casey does take a bit longer than most bosses, but most God Boss bosses, sorry, but it's still not too long. When you're done with kill count, basically you just want to head south, as you'll see me doing in this clip. You want to climb down the rocks, and there'll be another another bundle of Saradomin followers. You want to keep running south and then across the bridge, and you'll find yourself in front of the Saradomin throne room. Okay, so once you're ready to go in, basically you want to select your quick prayers to Soul Split and Anguish if you have it. If not, just use Leech Curses. And also you want to switch your auto cast to Ice Barrage, not Ice Blitz. And then when you're ready, you want to hop in, and I'll just pause it here, and I'll show you where you need to be standing for the kills. Okay, so if you look at the red circle, you want to be standing here. Now this may look very vague, but if you see actually on the west wall, sorry, there will be like a kind of a symbol type thing with 2 pillars either side. And if you want to go to the far north pillar, and then you want to walk 1 square out. So say you're flat against it, you want to walk 1 square out, and then you're in the right position. See, in this first flip here, I'm actually 1 too many in front, which is why the growler doesn't hop on me, doesn't hop under the pile. Basically, why you want to do this is because you're barraging and using area of effect abilities, you will be hitting all of them at the same time, and basically you soul split off every single one, not just the boss herself, meaning that you can heal up to 800 or so per hit, which is always pretty awesome, and means you don't really need much food. That's pretty much all you need to know. You just need to be in the right position when you're doing the kill. Also remember to overload every 5 minutes whenever you get the message for your prayer renewal running out in the chat box. If you're using penance, then for the first hour you won't actually need any prayer at all, because the hits that you do take from Zilyana, she does hit quite hard, will be plenty to actually keep your prayer up. So with your abilities, you want to be using basically there's a cool tactic that I use where you let one auto attack, sorry. So you let it auto attack once, and then you use rack, and then you use a different ability. It could be any one, chain or combust or whatever, and then let one auto attack, and then use rack and another ability, etc., etc., etc. And basically, this means you maximize your DPS, because you get one auto attack in between as well, which hits the boss and all the minions as well, which will boost your health up every 3 hits. Or obviously use Asphyxiate whenever you can, and use Metamorphosis when you get full adrenaline. When you do use Metamorphosis, you probably just want to be spamming through abilities, so you have time to get to Asphyxiate, where if you use Asphyxiate and Metamorphosis, you hit like constant 2Ks and 3Ks, 4Ks type thing. It hits incredibly well. Especially all I've got to say for this guide. Saradomin is relatively simple. Of course, if you have any questions at all about other tactics or anything, then please leave a comment, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have about it. If you want a different guide, maybe a dry gore guide or something, just say that. That won't take me 2 seconds, so I can always just get that out as well. This is the first in my series of guides that I will be making for the EoC. I plan to do it like alongside my 100 kills off series. For like every boss I do, I'll make a guide for it type thing. Obviously for guides that are actually wanted, like stuff like a Corporal Beast guide would be incredibly quick because it's so simple and stuff. But I'll still do it definitely. But other than that, I'm actually currently I'm skiing in Italy, if you didn't know, though I'm sure you did know. So I will be back on Saturday, and obviously I won't be able to have a 100 kills out for Saturday, because I haven't actually been here to get any kills. So that series will continue next Saturday, and also hopefully I'll have a video out midweek. But other than that, I hope you're enjoying your break if you are off from school, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.